Hello and welcome to the first of 100, hopefully, poems that I am going to write over the next 100 days. It's 2023, I have been doing this since 2011, not always successfully, so fingers crossed this one will be good and stay the course, and I will write 100 poems with this method. This method is influenced by a TikToker called Adventures in Ardia, who does something called roll for sandwich, where he rolls dice and decides what's going in his sandwich. I am going to roll dice and decide what goes in my poems. So this is my book of dice. These are some dice that my girlfriend got me. Look at me showing off the brand Dice Dungeon as if they're going to give me sponsorship. Lol. So these are beautiful dice that are all heavy and metal and really satisfying to hold. So we've got all the dice there. I'm not going to be using all of them just yet, but I'm hoping to find ways to incorporate all of them. And the other thing I've got is my book, actual book this time, given to me by my friend Emily. It's very posh and nice and leathery. And in here I have got, as well as a weird little pocket bit to keep things in. It's just got a card that came with it at the moment. Why am I telling you all this? You don't care. Anyway, this is the book, and inside it we have lists. So our first list is forms, poetic forms. So I'm going to need my D20 for this. So you can see the forms there. Dig my D20 out of the box. So nice and heavy to touch. I like it. Sensory joy. So I'm going to roll for form. And our first one is 10. That is blank verse. That's a nice, comfortable one for me to start with. Blank verse is iambic pentameter. It's what Shakespeare sounds like. So, my mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral are far more. Coral. That's classic Shakespeare for you there. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. That's not blank verse though, because that rhymes. So it would be the da 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 da, but you don't have to make it rhyme. So quite an easy one to start with. There are some absolute stinkers on there for later. So I'm glad we're starting with blank verse. Next up we have themes. By the way, excuse the absolute state of the inside of this box. I've had it for years. Don't know what left those stains, and I'm not going to ask. Sticky. Might be candle wax. Not sure. Something eldritch. So our themes. These are going to change at some point. I will be coming up with new themes so I don't get too repetitive going through 100, but those are the ones we're using for now. And we need the D10 for this because there are 10 of them. Show you that. Trying to dig the thing out. Got it. I've got my nice D10, and we are rolling for theme. This is going to be blank verse about 0, which I assume is basically equivalent to a 10, since there's not a 10 on there. I should have gone 0 to 9 really. Anyway, all nice and easy again. An object. I think what I meant when I wrote that was an object in my house that I will write a poem specifically about. So I will have to choose something that the poem will be about. Next, a style. So the mood is going to be, and again these will probably get replaced at some point, but for now we are going with dark, funny, philosophical, surreal, sensory, or whimsical. So these are nice little old school square 6-sided die. Very pretty. And what we're going to get for style, it's going to be a poem about an object. It's going to be in blank verse, and it's going to be whimsical. Okay, we can probably do that. Starting to get an idea. And finally, these are not going to get replaced. These are going to be the same 100 throughout because there's 100 of them. and I've just spent ages trying to think of random things. Some of these are influenced by me scrolling on Facebook and TikTok. Some of them are, you might be able to tell which are stuff that was in my immediate eye line in my bedroom. But yeah, I've got lots and lots and lots of random stuff. Yes. So we need the two pointy ones, we need the 10-sided die, and we need the one with the round numbers on it. Apparently it's called a percentile die. Doesn't make sense, they're not percentages, they're just 10s and 20s and stuff. So we're going to roll these together and get a number. So we have, God, the state of this box, we have 45. So going through the right page, aging. So today's poem is going to be a whimsical blank verse poem about something in my house on the theme of aging. I guess that's a theme, right? Yeah, that's something I can do. A nice thing about blank verse is that I don't have a limit, upper or lower, on the length. It can be really short, it could be really long. That's up to me. Some of the poem forms I've got, it's very strict, and I've got to fit it in a certain amount. So that's nice, and I will update later with whatever poem comes out. And I cannot guarantee any level of quality whatsoever. Bye.